Look, the working people of this country are extremely angry. They have a right to be angry. In the richest country in the history of the world, today the people on top are doing phenomenally well, while 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and millions of families worry that their kids are actually going to have a lower standard of living than they do. You got the top 1% owning more wealth than the bottom 90%. We're the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all of our people. 25% of our seniors are trying to live on $15,000 a year or less. We have the highest rate of childhood poverty of almost any major country on earth. And the gap between the people on top and everybody else is getting wider and wider. And then, Kristen, on top of all of that, we got a corrupt campaign finance system which allows billionaires to buy elections. So if you're an average worker out there, you're saying, hey, I'm working longer and longer hours, going nowhere in a hurry, worried about my kids, and yet the people on top have never had it so good. Where is the Democratic Party? Are they prepared to stand up to these powerful corporate interests, raise the minimum wage, fight for health care for all people, make sure that all of our kids get the quality education?
He's right. He's so right. That was Senator Bernie Sanders saying Americans have the right to be angry. And now he's praising DOGE. He is praising Elon Musk DOGE over defense spending. On Twitter, Bernie Sanders is right now breaking the internet by saying Elon Musk is right. The Pentagon, with a budget of $886 billion, just failed its 7th audit in a row. It lost track of billions. Last year, only 13 senators voted against the military-industrial complex and a defense budget full of waste and fraud, and that must change. I truly believe that Senator Bernie Sanders is totally right. He is a good guy. He's working for the working class. He's working for the people in America, and I truly believe what he's saying right there, that the people on top are doing extremely well. They are spending tons of money on useless stuff. They failed audit. It is full of waste and fraud. And the people in the middle class, the working class, they are struggling right now. And Elon Musk, with his new appointing DOGE agency, wants to cut government spending and get the money back into the pocket of the working class. Bernie Sanders just sprayed Elon Musk over the plans of the tech billionaire new Department of Government Efficiency DOGE to cut defense spending. He said on Twitter, Elon Musk is right. Colin Rugg adds, glad you realize Elon Musk is not the problem. The problem is the federal government, which has wasted and lost trillions of dollars on taxpayers' money. And Elon Musk replied with 2 American flags. Matt Gaetz said, welcome home, Bernie. Yeah, Bernie Sanders is acknowledging that Elon Musk is right and the Pentagon should cut its budget and move the money away from the military-industrial complex and the defense budget, as it is full of waste and fraud. And I totally agree with him. Keep in mind, this is a huge turnaround, a huge change of mind for Bernie Sanders to side with DOGE and Elon Musk over the defense spending. Because during the campaign, this is what Bernie Sanders was saying, actually, during the campaign.
Campaign comes to an end. Let me say a few words to some of the folks out there who may not have yet decided whom they're going to vote for, or maybe sitting it out. And I know there are people who disagree with Kamala Harris on this or that issue, especially Gaza, and count me as one of those who do disagree with her on that issue. But I think overall, the choice could not be clearer in terms of this campaign. In my view, we just cannot elect a president who is a pathological liar, like Donald Trump, as somebody who is working overtime to undermine the American democracy. And mark my words, on Tuesday night, on election night, no matter what the vote tallies will be, Donald Trump early on in the evening will declare, hey, I've won this election, and if there's any state that I lost, it's because of voter fraud. That's what he will say, and that's what demagogues do, and that's how you move a country toward an authoritarian form of society.
Yeah, that was Bernie Sanders 4 weeks ago, just 4 weeks ago during the presidential campaign. And now he's siding with Elon Musk, DOGE, and the Republican Party and Donald Trump to cut defense spending, to cut government spending. And he's totally right. That should be the right thing to do. And here we have an analysis on what the Department of Government Efficiency from Elon Musk is going to do within the next couple of years. Let's hear it.
I'm Matt Gelka in Washington, where the big promises from Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency are now getting some congressional backing. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are the big names attached to the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, but their ambitious project to cut government waste will be in an advisory role. Now, members of Congress are getting posts in official capacities, including Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene, who will chair the House's DOGE subcommittee.
There are so many government agencies and government programs and contracts that their cause, their purpose has expired and they're no longer needed. And the American people shouldn't have to pay for them, but yet their budgets get reauthorized year after year.
Iowa Republican Joni Ernst will head up the Senate's DOGE caucus. She's already met with President-elect Donald Trump and Musk. Ernst plans to take aim at remote work, as there will be a push to get all federal employees back in the office.
We can talk about the telework activities that we have seen over the course of the last 3 years, and federal government employees that are simply not working. They don't want the transparency. They don't want us to know that they're only working maybe 10 hours a week.
Musk and Ramaswamy are leaning heavily on friends from business and tech to build up their advisory panel. Their goal to cut $500 billion in annual spending and slash the federal workforce is likely to hit hurdles both on Capitol Hill and in the courts.
So if they go to say there needs to be more open competition, not the monopolization in defense contractors, and propose recommendations, that's something that I think could be supported. If they find areas of truly wasteful spending across the government, they would get support. But if they start to recommend cuts in Social Security or Medicare or Title I education funding, they'll face strong resistance.
A majority of
Makes
the
sense.
country's annual $7 trillion budget is split between Medicare, Social Security, and defense spending. Targeting any of those three sectors for significant cuts would likely see strong bipartisan pushback. Reporting in Washington, I'm Matt Gelka.
Yeah, we will see about that. I think it's a great initiative to try to cut fraud, to cut waste from the government, just like Bernie Sanders is saying. But we will see if it gets accepted in Congress or not. We will see. I think Elon Musk will have a very difficult job to do to make what the kind of change he wants to implement. I can make people agree with what the change that he wants to implement. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be a long road. We will see what happens. So thank you for watching, thank you for staying with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and click right here to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye bye.